So thank you so much for attending. It's been a day for me. It's like I can't able to actually work. All these bones and everything happened. So today morning. So yeah, if you have any questions about like Web3, the opportunities of blockchain, we have done a fundamental session on that. So if you have any doubts in that, just ask me right now. So we can fill up your doubts and like we can proceed to the how do you can learn in Web3, the opportunities in blockchain and everything. Hi Kanishka, Ganga, Sneha, Rajat. Anybody has any doubts? Okay, if not, we'll directly move on to the session. So the session is about like how we can make a career out of blockchain. First, to make a career, so let's see some career options. How you can do and manage all of this stuff. What are some technologies I need to build a career in blockchain and Web3? So the main technologies first is like you need to consider like how many careers are there and what field you want to go to. You can go to the both tech and non-tech aspects of it. If you say let's you want to go to tech, you can also learn how the blockchain actually works. Node.js, these things, Node.js, these are the softwares generally they use. For smart contracts, you can actually learn about Ethereum. For smart contracts, you can use like Solidity, Rust. By learning this, you learn the core concept of smart contracts and how it actually works. So coming to the non-working aspects, or like you can have so many things like content writing, content designing, like marketing in Web3. So you need to learn all the concepts of blockchain, Web3, mining. Sorry, yeah, these concepts. And if you can work in making spaces like DeFi, all these things. What are some non-technical roles? How much salary can I earn in Web3? So Gagan, in non-technical roles, there are so many roles like let's say I do content writing in blockchain and Web3. So I write for projects, NFT projects, upcoming let's say upcoming DOs, upcoming these things, tokens, and all of these. So I only write about Web3 and blockchain spaces. So what I do is like I improve my knowledge, I show my work, and there are so many things to write in Web3. For example, people don't know like how actually the system works, right? They completely didn't know. That's why it's important that someone can simplify for them. So in that case scenario, you can check for the non-tech roles. First one is like content writing. It's like super high in demand right now. You can write in the content writing like social media designs, it white papers, blogs, skills, and like inbuilt content writing. Let's say there is some P2E, play to earn apps, play to earn and like gaming apps. You can write the content for the game also. So like that kind of content writing. So like there's so many genres in content writing alone. You can write copywriting. For example, let's say for the websites of Web3. So if you want to write it, you want to know about all those things, right? So you can do copywriting. And the third one is you can do like a website UI UX design. It comes under a bit of technicals, but the general is like UI. You can do designing work. For example, let's say you can become an NFT artist and you can work for some of the people and help them create NFTs. You can become a designer and design all of these things. You can become, let's say, a graphic designer and design the spaces in the metaverse space. So like number of opportunities for non-technical roles as well. You can become a content creator, because people right now in the blockchain they are like content creators, but there's so much scope to grow, because right now the adoption is at like let's say the world population is 100, only 4 people know about like complete Web3, and you just know about the blockchain and Bitcoin, just 4 people. In the 4 people only let's say one or like only one people know about like all the Web3, all these concepts, basic ideas, something. So it's like less than 0.001 people percentage of people know about all of these things. So that option curve will be super great. So that's where the opportunities lie. There are roles, there are existing roles. Just what I was suggesting, that we move from Web2 to Web3. These are not new jobs per se, right? So generally, let's say in the blockchain development, people who are developing blockchains, for example, let's say in Ethereum, right now there are jobs right now. They are not like uncreating or something. From Web2 to Web3, if you're saying if you're developing something on Ethereum, let's say you're developing an app on Ethereum, you're building something on Polygon or Matic, that's a Web3 job. Let's say you're working for the browser of Brave. Actually, what they use, they use the blockchain technology, and they actually build something on it. So right now you're building on blockchain, right? So that's where the career transaction is taking place. So for non-technical roles, which I'm saying is like the domain that you are doing is that is in the Web3 space. Let's say like content creators are everywhere right now. The creation that takes place in that place in Web3, that's what actually matters, right? For example, not everyone knows about Web3 space. Like you are in this session, Sneha, which means that you want to learn about Web3 or you know something about Web3 and the blockchain tech, right? So not everyone do that. Not everyone do that. Not even like 1% of the people do that. So here is the factor that helps us is like we know things that people don't know, and we can share them, tell them, and you can make money out of it. So that's actually the concept of the call. So generally, like if you mean like new jobs, like nothing actually is new, right? Because 10 years also before there is like web developers. Like, the technology changes, the uses of the software changes might be. Yes. So anyone has any other things? So we can move to like how you can start learning these concepts of blockchain, things like that. hmm Any other questions like Gagan, Ganesh, Sneha, Kanishka? Mm, just me go to my LinkedIn post, and like I will share you like what are the websites you can go and like directly show you where you can go to. One second. Until unless then you can ask questions here, and I'm also doing things like for example I'll also show you like how they can actually work out for you, and like anything you can ask. For example, before what are the web3 things, any doubt you have in recent times, anything you can ask. That's not an issue. Like I will definitely answer that. Like even if you are like starting, like you can ask like how to start in this space, like what are the basics you can learn, how you can start in these things. Web3 job finders, learning, just once. I'm sharing my screen. No, please continue. Sure. I'm just sharing my screen just once. Full screen share. Share screen. I hope it is visible. Yep. Is it visible? Is my screen visible? Just give me a yes or no. I'll start. Yes. Thank you. So here are the resources that actually you can start in Web3. The first thing is like Web3 resource. So if you go to web3.career, so you can find like number of resources. Let me show you like how you can find them. Web3.career, yes, on my first list. So it's like you can find all these jobs in Web3. Let's say a reserve, for example. See the right now the software field. If you're working, like there's so many opportunities, right? There are UI developers, web developers, analysts. So these people are backing up into the Web3 space. So these are the things. For example, if you want to convert a Web2 to Web3, what the thing you actually need to do is like you need to fill a wallet in the back end. So the design all the same. You need to store the you need to store the info in a wallet, let's say MetaMask or Trust Wallet, in these kind of wallet. And the front end is the same. The back end kind of differs, and mostly it's uses like Solidity, because most of the things are right now is building on Ethereum, and some people actually use Rust also. So these two are like very high demand. Let's say you can if you want to do a remote work, you can also do a Web3 Solidity engineer. They need remote Twitter growth hacking and everything. You can find the salaries here. So let's say you want to learn Web3. What are the concepts of Web3? So here is a list of things that you want to read. First thing is like the Bitcoin white paper. It's really awesome. Please read it. First, the Bitcoin white paper, and what you will understand from Bitcoin white paper is like it created in the 2008. Do you know about the story of Bitcoin white paper and everything? If you know about it, like just me. If you know about it, yes or no. So like the Bitcoin star, why the Bitcoin started? It's like in the 2008, there is a financial recession, and every banking institute in the world failed. So that's why some people known as Satoshi Nakamoto, group of people or one person, actually derived with the concept of Bitcoin, which means like transferring of wealth, which is limited, and you can do it to anywhere in this world without even using any third party. So that's actually the philosophy of Bitcoin. And next, like uh, uh, you know about the Ethereum. Ethereum is more about like Bitcoin is only about transferring only the ledgers on the blockchain. Ethereum is more completely about keeping a code in the blockchain. In the blocks, you can keep some code. The code can be an image, or you can keep a wallpaper. You can keep an image. You can keep a video, music, anything. So that what the revolutionary thing in Ethereum. So with these two, it's like the landmarks. So you should write them. So like start building Web3 with Cloudflare. There are so many apps you can start building Web3 apps. One I want to recommend is like here it's a Cloudflare. There is one app, and the second one is like Alchemy. They have created a complete platform out of it. You should know about Alchemy. It's like one of the largest, and I have taken some of the courses in Max Academy also. So I have learned about like how actually Alchemy works, these things. So it's more about web development. It's like a complete platform. You can make any front end app in the platform, and you can deploy it in the blockchain. So many of these people use, even Adobe and Meta, they are also using these Alchemy. So if you learn Alchemy, like how you can build apps on it, how you can push notification, how you can connect the wallets, how you can manage the data behind it, how you are managing these things. So, and it's free to start to. It's like forever free if you are starting in this thing. And if your team got large bigger, you can go to the 50% of those things. So when you start with these things, I suggest you to start with Alchemy. Like see how it's actually going and all. So if you are into development space right now, like if you're developing something, I suggest you to go check this platform out, Alchemy. And the basics is to learn, like is they work on Solidity majorly, and that's actually what you can do. And like this platform is also like Cloudflare, right? So let me go through it to Cloudflare. Mhm. Cloudflare Web3. So this is one of also, like you can also develop solutions in this. You can use Ethereum gateways, IDFS gateways. So like you can actually integrate the payment systems with this thing. I think you get my point. Any doubts in this? So then you want to know about like what actually Solidity is, what smart contracts are. So from like beginner to even just in Python tutorial, so you will get all the resources here in Web3 careers, and like you can create your own blockchain. Let's say how a blockchain actually works within Python, and using just these two, Python and Solidity. So when you go through all of this, it's like more actually like a Web3 complete job, like how you can create a project, how you can create a token, how you can create an NFT, how you can use the blockchain to use all of its purpose, how can you take the Web 2 to Web 3. So these are the things that you can actually do, and like so resourceful. You don't need like even a single rupee. You just need some enthusiasm. And after, for example, let's say, see the non-tech you are asking, right? Non-tech internships and non-tech jobs in Web3 space. So like let's see here, non-technical job you're asking, you can do marketing strategy, growth strategy, Web3 NFT, social media marketing. Like I am in the space, and like people are paying for memers. It's $70,000 per year. How do you know which contracts to use for which use case? So it's not about like which contracts to use. It's like smart contracts. See, when I told in the NFT class, like in the fundamentals of blockchain, so how actually smart contracts work. So it is like the set of rules that you define before writing, before the start of these things, the start of the when you start a project or something, you write some rules. That rules are called as smart contracts. Those rules will be, let's say, will be followed in each and every case without any doubt. So these things are you can't able to change them, even if something is if after the launching you can't able to change anything. So let's say I want to sell a house. I made it an NFT, and I make it like, okay, whenever the house is sold, 5% of the commission goes to me. Like how many times? Let's say I sold to one person. That one person after like 10 years sold the house to another person. So when this person is selling to the other person, when let's say I sold for 10 lakhs, and the other person is selling for 20 lakhs. So from that 20 lakhs, I'll receive 5% of my royalty fees in an NFT. So that's how the smart contract works. Let's say even it's 1,000 years, even that too, my account will get to receive money And that's how things works, and that's how many of the projects make money. Let's say all the NFT projects in OpenSea, they all have the, let me show you in OpenSea, like most of they have like the royalties. Like explore, we can see like so many of these things. So let's say this we have. So in this you can actually see, like for example, let me show that you buy something, they will actually there will be something for yeah, the royalty fees will be there. It's like in sold right now. Okay, you can buy in Solon also. Okay, I didn't know that. Multiple drops. See, it's good. See, it's buy now, right? For example, all the duties and things, details. See, creator fees is 5%. I think you hopefully can see this. So creator fees is 5%. This 5% can be completely, let's say, it will go to the creator. Let's say it is sold for 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. All these things. At the starting of the price is like 0.03 average price. Now it's going to Ethereum because like OpenSea has kept in the first page. So that's how I actually how a smart contract work. How do you know which contract is? I think I have cleared your point, Gagan. Uh-huh. So next is like non-technical things that you can do, like even for internships, like you can do graphic designing, you can do growth partnerships. Like right now, this field is like so booming. It needs so much people to teach, to share, to market, and to let people know it is going to the future. So that's where the whole opportunities lie. Let's say you conventionally take a marketing job in a normal firm that actually do some ads. There's so many people for it. There's so much of competition in it. Let's say you do the same marketing campaigns for a Web3 platform or a Web3 project or an NFT project, and you know the audience that's have the separate mind, separate base and separate personality. Then you can charge. Let's say you are charging 10,000 for the before job. You can charge 1 lakh, 2 lakhs for this job because you have this specific domain knowledge, and you can charge higher and better. So these are the things that you should take care of because the opportunities are more and the people here are less. So that why I need to. I actually want to do a session on this because most people didn't know that there are so many jobs in this field. So like even if you are any of the field, like even right now in tech writing, any creative field, you can actually come into Web3 space and you can work actually. So that's, and you might be thinking if Web3 is like some large space or something. It's like a collection of terms. It's an umbrella of terms. Let's say the blockchain, the NFTs, the cryptos. So all these metaverse, all these terms together are called as a Web3, which means a new version of the decentralized internet, and that can be, you can use it for anything. So like it's completely different for data. For like you can use it for data storing, data decentral, and you can only own data. So this is the main concepts of these things. Yeah, I hope yes. Yeah. Are there any doubts, guys? We'll move to the next website that we can actually check. First is like Web3 careers. Mhm. Okay, so let's move to another one. The second one is like learnweb3.io. So for complete learning, this is the best website I need to say, learnweb3.io. Let me show you that. Learnweb3.io. This is like a DAO. It's actually a decentralized autonomous organization. So if you don't know what a DAO is, it's like what you can say. It's not complete. It's not maintained by a certain CEO and CFO or something like that. The power is distributed among the people. The people have total democratic power, and they vote on which decisions to be taken, which things need to be done. So things like that. So just you can go to the web3.io and you can start learning. You can like freshman track. If you are a starting person, you can directly go here, and you can see all of these things. For example, graduate, link you with a wallet. So you can also do like this. For example, you can link your Ethereum a wallet from MetaMask, and you can directly link your ETH wallet. Just connect your MetaMask. It will ask to connect your MetaMask wallet, and you gave your password and everything. Then it will be connected. Mhm. I'm not doing it right now. So then after that, you can directly know like how you perform. So let's say basic programming, right? You will go to this failing to link Ethereum wallet. Okay, it's failed. So you can directly like what the basic programming is, what is backend, what is API node. So these are the skills you need, familiarity in general, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, React. So these are the skills are like best to learn. So blockchain and Web3, all the concepts is easy to learn here. See the block, how it's header, like it's like a, if you can see, it's like a linked list. If you are from tech background or CSC or like in from BTech, you might know uh, about how a linked list works, that's how a blockchain works, about nodes. And you will also know about like the resources that you can get here, and you can check about like what is Web3, and you can go to learn Solidity here for completely free. So the resources are there. See summary of Web2, Web3 and Web1. So I've also written a blog on it. So if you want to check my post on this, I will send you the link here. So let me know if you want this or not. Am I audible, Gagan? Gagan, Sneha, yeah. Please share the link. Okay, I'm sending you the link. Just wait a second. In my LinkedIn post is there. I'm sharing you that link. Just once. Copying the post. So yeah. So this is the link. Yeah, this is the link for my LinkedIn post, and you can find all the resources there for learning in Web3, and all of these resources like directly you can know like what to learn. So in learning with Web3, you can find all these resources. Even if you don't know anything, you can like start learning each and every one. If you're confused about like Web1, you can confused about Web2, you can confused about Web3. So it's see the main basic thing is it is decentralized, it is distributed open, and it is specialist and permissionless systems. So that's what make it all. And all these principles fall under the categories of all the technologies that we're using right now. I hope you get the point. And this learn Web3 is like if you're starting space, just go to it and like know all of this. And the most basic thing is Solidity is used for like 90% of the applications that are building in this place. So it's like very high number of people using it, and there's so many jobs. Like even we see here, right, in the starting page it's asked about like Solidity. In starting salaries you are asked to develop non-tech salaries. So let's say some people ask about salaries. The product manager salary is around like this is the average salaries, non-technical. So 100,000 to 2,000, design, marketing, and most of the people here are remote jobs. See, you can see the average salary, minimum and maximum salaries. These are like the seniority. Like this is like normal joining salaries. These are 100K to 100K. Even product managers, design, marketing, and everything. So if you go for like seniority, these will be the level, general like lead, juniors. So these are the levels from location wise. These things. uh, let's say the salaries of technical people, developer salaries, is like off the roof. It's like 120K. Rust, for example, smart contracts that I'm saying, right? It is the highest paid because very less people know about smart contracts. See, Rust developer makes 120K to 280K. Lead developer makes 100 to 500K. It's like $500,000 is the lead developer. So like smart contracts, Solidity is mostly used. See, Solidity is one here. Back and full stack. If you can use the same full stack that you learned in the offline space, you can also make some money here. So like Gala blockchain. So these are all of things that you can actually learn from and take opportunities. So like highest paid developers. Let's see that. I haven't checked it out. Uh-huh. See 280K, 260K, 240K. Highest paid non-tech jobs. It's like 300K. It's like CEO, but like even that too, like it's super high. Let's say, okay, and I need to tell that if you're into this crypto space, use the Opera crypto browser. Opera has their own crypto browser, and like you can know each and everything from here. For example, let's say the news, let's say what actually happening, what Elon Musk is doing, crypto, all these things in the slides, and you can learn everything. For example, the news aggregators, Crypto Panic, Coin Telegraph. So all these things you can actually know about, and calendars, like what is the NFT list coming off, what are the NFTs you can see, like these NFTs are like top rated. So these NFTs are going good. So like everything you can know from the single browser, even if you don't know anything. Go to the edu space here, and you can find DeFi, NFTs, courses, trading. It's like it's Opera crypto developer browser. It's too good. It's very good. I use it every day. And see, NFT development, business marketing, the three marketer. It's like 60K to 120K. It's like super high, man. Super, even for a social media developer. I saw a post like a meme of 70 lakhs job. It's like, I was like, I don't know what to even respond. Like for a meme person, it's like $60,000 because that's where the people are engaging in right now. What people are doing, what people are engaging, you need to do it. So you can have a large opportunity. And the third one is like use web3.xyz. It's also a good one to use web3.xyz. So you can start reading all of the books. Let's say you all you know you can you don't know let's say you don't know where to find all of the good books, where to fall in the web3 category you don't have. So like you can directly have here every book is there. Upgrading Ethereum, Kryptonians, Foundry books. It's all about smart contracts. You think like it's good, it's too good. You like have so much examples from learning the smart contracts and everything. Ethereum, blockchain, life after Google. So these are the things that links for these books directly have like where you can have a reference, you can have it download it, and you can, let's say, okay, let's go back, sorry. So like they have courses like A16 crypto startup, for example. These guys actually have acquired have a funding of 2.1 billion, I think. You can know the coding challenges that are happening in the space. You can build guilds, for example, complete Web3 beginner guide, how to learn Solidity resources. You can do the starter kits, like how you can do it apps. So this is more of creators knowledge. So like at a single place of like learning Solidity. So it's like giving you a path to learn each and every one of those things. So it's like super useful. Use web3.io. And the next is web3.university. It is like so awesome to have a community of people to learn from, actually. So most of these jobs are technical because someone said, right, most of the web3, well, you are saying just to shift the domain, but these are not like let's say these are not like shifting domains. These are like the new jobs that are right now there. Most of the new jobs are like in smart contracts, blockchain development. These are the new jobs. So like you can check here all these lesson tracks. Let's say create your first smart contract, how to build your first NFT, become a Web3 developer. So these are everything for free. See, these are all things, smart contracts courses. So you know, like if you want to go there, so you just learn skills here. Just go here in web3.career, go to jobs, apply the jobs, make your things as a priority, make a small website on Wix, apply to all many of the jobs and people will respond. And for especially jobs to find, I'm doing another session. So for that we'll let you know, like, what do you think? Do you think NFT is a switch of web3 for people who are getting is web3, but now kinds of things are going down with NFTs? No. So my perception is in general web3 NFTs are not just JPEGs or profile pics. They are not, they're definitely not. So I want to give you a perception. So the next is Binance Academy. Just let me complete through this and like we'll go through the questions. So Binance Academy is one of the best thing where you can learn anything about like from cryptos and NFTs, DAOs. They're like super easy topics. It's like easy to learn. Let's see there is a level like crypto faucet, what is like liquidity pool, tokens, see the layer one and layer twos. All of these things you can actually learn in very simple manner. So I finished the resources. So let me stop the screen and we can talk directly. Stop sharing. So yeah, the question you asked it, Gagan, do you think NFTs are the future of Web3? So before I tell you my opinion on this, so the general perception of most of the people of NFTs are they are just JPEGs, just means like their photo, and they value so much because the community is valuing, and they can go prices up and down, and big people manipulate it. Those are the general assumption, and I agree with it. Most of the things are like that. 99% of the projects that you're investing, it might not go up, it might go to zero. That's 95% of the projects, because anyone can do it, anything can do it. So you can't believe each and everyone. And the second thing is it's the technology, I believe, that will grow in the future. Let's say beforehand, what used to happen, let's say I used to upload videos on YouTube, right? And you used to upload photos on Facebook, on Instagram. You create content that's actually yours. You created it, you're the owner. But right now what's happening is the companies right now like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all these companies, they're taking your content, showing it to the people, and they're actually making money, more money than you should, right? It's, for example, if you upload a video on YouTube, it's not your video. There is no proof in this world that shows you originally have rights for that video. There isn't. Even if someone can morph it easily within a second. And the revenue that's coming from, let's say you got like 100 rupees from the videos and ads that are showing, and YouTube takes actually 40 to 45%, and you will get only 55%. That's like so much of money. And in Facebook ads, it's even less. In Instagram, you don't even get money, any money. So here the creator is like very very low. It's like the people and the creators, like the perception is like they are giving opportunity for us to show us to the world, but are they valuing enough us? No, right? That's the main concept. So the thing is, in NFTs, you can own anything on the internet. Anything. Let's say you made an image, you put it in a blockchain, and you keep it on the internet. If anyone pirates it, they can actually check. For example, someone can. So I wrote, like, let's say this class is there. Someone just copied and pasted it. But if I make this a video and put it on a blockchain, someone can actually check who is the original owner, who published it first, what are the credentials of the owner. They might copy, but they will know it's a copy. Let's say you people will go to London and all these things to see the original art pieces. Let's say like Mona Lisa. You can just take a color xerox of Mona Lisa with the same size and keep it in a museum or in a house, but people won't come here to see because it's not the original. People values original content. So that is a so much important thing that's actually happened, and that's why it's the future. Because in the future you can own your own data, you can own your own everything that you made, and you can actually transfer it to other people. You can buy it, so people can actually check it. Let's say you don't know where the farm produce you came from. I'm telling the concept of VChain. You might have heard it, but it's mostly other than financial, it have the manufacturing capabilities. Like let's say a person is like a person is growing apples, and the whole let's say you bought a store, you go to a store, you take an apple, and there is like small QR behind it or something. You scan the QR. What the details you can know is that the complete system of blockchain, for example, where the product is found, like which trucks has gone to, like what is the systematic, and what are the cooling temperatures of the things that have gone, how many hands it is changed, what's the date of it's like plugged. And for example, if you are even interested, there will be the info of like how the farmer grown the fields, like where the field is, how much fertilizer or manure it is actually taken. So all of these things can be drawn, can be known with actually single things. So that's actually the concept of the cryptocurrencies called as VChain. It's complete chain analysis. So like that, so many innovations are happening right now, and we can take advantage of those things. And that is actually the future. It's like the usability, it's the utility that what actually matters it is. So yeah, Gagan, I think I have answered your question. Is there any other questions for for you people? Gagan, Kanishka, Sneha, Pratik. Uh, I think I answered your question for Sneha. So any questions, Rajat? Please let me know if you understand by saying yes. Um, or any questions you have regarding anything else. Like even if you can ask me what Web 5 is also, I'm happy to tell that. Even Web 5 is, like, what can be the future, things like that. Any of the randomized questions you can have. Uh, is there any chat on LinkedIn? No. Okay, sure. No issues. Um, mm, so I think nobody has more questions. So like if you're seeing it right now, you can actually have like all these you can have all these options, and you can just like experiment it on like what fields that you are suitable on, what you can learn. So that's what I want to tell you guys. So you already have my LinkedIn and everything. If you have any of the doubts, just give me a follow, and like do message me. I will reply within a day. No day, I will reply within an hour. I'm always on LinkedIn. So yeah, that's actually I want to say about today. So please let me know how you feel, and do you feel any any improvements, or do you need any improvements? So just let me know, and I'll help you do that. And if you have any ideas for any things I would that you want me to share, I'm so happy to know your ideas, and like I will deliver for it. So I think that's it for today, guys. If you have anything else, just let me know in the chat, or else we'll conclude the session for today. Mhm. Yeah, I guess. So I think we have solved each other doubts. So thank you so much for attending, guys. It's been awesome to talk to you all. So thank you so much. Let's see you in the next session. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Take care. Goodbye. Bye bye.